A former Attorney General of Imo State, Chief Njemanze SAN, has expressed concern over the lingering disagreement between the Imo State Governor, Hope Uzodinma, and the National Judicial Council, saying that the situation was affecting legal practice in the state. Speaking during a media interaction with newsmen in Owerri, the three-time commissioner and former lawmaker at the Imo State House of Assembly said the unfortunate development was rubbing off on legal practitioners in the state, adding that a virus had encroached into the system. He lamented that there had been a lull in legal activities in the state since June 2025, when the NJC directed the immediate retirement of 9 judges due to age falsification. Joining us on the show to discuss the lingering feud between the Imo State government and the National Judicial Council is Bob Njemanze, a public affairs analyst. Good morning, Mr. Njemanze. Thanks for joining us today on the morning show.
Thank you, and God bless you.
Well, thank you for joining us on the program. This dispute between the Imo State government and the National Judicial Council. Now, the National Judicial Council has powers, authority, if we may so say, over the appointment and promotion of judges, even at the state level. Now, the NJC in the matter of Imo State found that 9 judges had falsified their retirement age, and then said those 9 judges, should be compulsorily retired. And then found that 9 others were not guilty as charged, and those ones were cleared of the charges. But then the state government says, the NJC has no such powers because it is not a court of law. Secondly, the state government appointed Justice Njemanze, who was number 4 in the hierarchy, as the acting chief judge of Imo State. And the NJC, considering all of this, said, look, Justice Njemanze is number 4 in the hierarchy, and that is the most senior person within the judiciary of Imo State that should be appointed. Hence, the appointment of Justice Njemanze as chief judge should be reversed. And then, of course, the state government refused. Would you think that the NJC acted beyond its powers, or that the state government is in a position to dictate to the National Judicial Council in terms of the appointment of judges?
Thank you, Dr. Abati. I had made up my mind before now not to pick up any issues to the public domain. But with the exit of Debanjo and Clark, I think still more people will have to come and share their views, because elderly people should not stay, in my parents, where goats deliver in tatters. What happened in Imo State Judiciary, I'm going to discuss right away, but let me not pull away from the police issue I just overheard a revered Attorney General Ngige talk about, and I do hope we'll get back to that. Dr. Abati, I appreciate your affectation for knowledge, a doyen of information, just like the acidic responses or questions from Rufai, for those who do not understand them, because these are the things that will help us in the society. We are running a society of concentric cycle of conspirators. When it suits them right, it becomes good. When it's otherwise, they criticize it to the end. In very recent times, I think the most wickedly treated person is that acting chief judge that was nominated by the JSC of Imo State. The NJC treated him on the basis that he made himself available. He never did. The circumstance he found himself in was such that he had no alternative to present himself. He was between the devil and the deep sea. And I expected the elders in Imo State, especially as we have a statutory established Elders Council, to have taken up this issue and bring up his case. Now, Imo State has become a victim of circumstances. These issues seem to be basic in Imo because it's not being addressed. We're victim. Now, a situation arose in Imo as far back as 1999, where a group of people, by sheer circumstance that the governor at the point in time came from their place, constituted themselves into a cabal, seized the Judicial Service Commission, and have manipulated it from that time till date. When the present administration came on board, we thought they had dismantled the cabal because it persisted up to Emeka Ihedioha's administration, just before Hope Uzodinma came in. Now, I don't know what happened in between. They reared up their heads again because they've been in total control. You can stay back in your house and get your judgment because they fixed the people who are there. Now, unfortunately, one singular person has been a major victim. A major victim. This whole thing started when Ifunanya Udom should have been Chief Judge. The First Lady Chief Judge Imo State would have had. But because of some domestic misadventure within the executive or the head of the judiciary, Ifunanya was denied that position. And most unfortunately, the present acting Chief Judge happened to have been like a child or daughter or someone mentored by Ifunanya Udom. And so they have trailed her from that 1999 till date. She was appointed the judge of Imo State High Court at a tender age. And when they are doing their checks and balances in that she affected her age. At the age of 16.
Mr. Njemanze.
Someone who filled her testimonial put in 1959 as against what she had in her birth certificate 1960, passport 1960, law school, same thing. Was she affecting her age so that she would die as a chief judge when she didn't even know she was going to read law?
Sir,
they use this to pursue her up to this point.
No, the questions
and
are
I'm
simple.
very happy this thing has come up again to the point that
Mr. Njemanze,
NJC has taken a position on it to right the wrong.
No, Mr. Njemanze, I think
right the wrong.
I think the issues are
now the
straightforward.
governor, who I thought had straightened that issue, was again cowed down until recently. The NJC took their position. Now, I was listening to the former Attorney General, 3 times Commissioner, Soronadi Njoku, who is another person that has the passion for things being done right. But there was certain information that is not in public domain. The governor actually has complied with the appointment of the acting chief judge. What is not done is the swearing in. The swearing in. And that's what has made it impossible for maybe the things that that office is supposed to do to be done. And again, the holiday, which is sacrosanct for the judges, set in within the same period, and the governor cannot go ahead swearing in an acting chief judge. But don't blame the people. But don't blame the people for reacting the way they have reacted, because they've been taken for granted for too long. Now, I would pray, this is a public domain, that if it's possible, without wasting more time, as soon as the bench gets back to work, the governor should apply to NJC and just swear in a chief judge, the chief judge for Imo State. If the present acting chief judge, as appointed, is good enough to serve on the bench, what stops her being sworn in straight away
Mr. Njemanze,
as the chief judge?
Hello, sir.
Away with this concentric circle of conspirators. And believe the executive, believe the bar. I commend the Owerri bar for taking the position they did on this issue. And a few other people. But unfortunately, what we have in our JSC is a...
Hello, Mr.
Yes.
Njemanze. Look, the issues are fairly straightforward.
I'm listening to you.
Two basic questions. Should judges, whose job it is to uphold the rule of law and also ensure that there is no perjury in their cause, should they lie about their dates of birth? If judges lie about their dates of birth, then who are we to complain about other citizens? Number two, the other issue is about hierarchy. No, hold on, sir. The other issue is about hierarchy.
Yes.
Section 271 sub 4 of the 1999 Constitution was what the NJC relied upon when it said the acting judge of Imo State is not the person who should be there because it is contrary to what the law says in Section 271 sub 4. Now, very straightforward. Are you saying, look, they should just ignore the law and that the law does not matter and that judges can break the law by falsifying their dates of birth?
No, but Ruben, no. But you see, when we're beneficiaries of these ills of the society, they become a norm, they become normal. I'm not saying, and I will not acquiesce to a situation where judges will perjure and get away with it. But in the present circumstance, I wish you knew the man that was involved. He's not the overambitious type. He found himself in a quagmire. So, Abati, if I'm talking about judges perjuring and get away with it, what haven't you released in this country? In any case,
Mr. Njemanze.
what?
Mr. Njemanze, I don't think...
I'm not acquiescing to that.
Mr. Njemanze, I don't think the fact that, what is not right has become the norm, unfortunately. That should be a justification for us to promote it or accept it.
In this country.
NJC, sir, we are trying to fix things and get things right. So we cannot say that because people have been doing it before, when the NJC is trying to right what is wrong, you're coming to defend people who, in fact, the argument is that they should face criminal prosecution, that the NJC was light on them because what they did was criminal, in fact. So you coming to say that because it's been happening in Nigeria, we should look away. And irrespective, I'm sorry to say, of the person's personal...
sorry,
so clarify yourself, because what I hear you saying is that we should get to know the man.
You're getting me wrong.
Please go ahead, write it.
Sorry, you're getting me wrong.
Okay, go ahead, please.
I will not contest the position of the NJC. I will not. The NJC is supreme, and their decision in this does not qualify for any one of us, me or you, dissecting it to the contrary. What I'm saying is, and look at it, a judge, in fact, it's even peculiar. The JSC recommended him as number 4. And don't forget that number 4 is a magic number in Imo State. Don't.
Okay, so what are you saying now, sir?
If the JSC, pardon.
And so what are you saying? Yeah, you said, go ahead, sir.
I'm saying, no, I said the JSC, as the cocktail I told you there, a cocktail of the good, the bad, and the ugly, came up with a serving judge as number 4, knowing very well that there's no such thing, and he was drafted to be sworn in. we will plead with NJC to be a little bit more considerate in dealing with him.
No,
bring him back to his job, not as acting chief judge.
No, Mr. Njemanze. You see, what you are doing is you are coming to support the evil you speak against in this country. A man... let me finish.
Please, get me right.
Can I finish? Right. You've been talking since now. Let me talk, sir.
Go ahead.
A man falsified his age.
Rufai, yes.
No, let me finish.
Yes.
A man falsified his age.
No, he did not.
Wait, let me finish.
He's not the highest ranking member. So
and secondly, he's not the highest ranking member. And they are disciplining him. And you've been trying to make a case for him since,
of what? Highest ranking member of what?
That they should tamper justice with mercy. Are you not supporting the evil we preach against? Because
exactly.
But it's people like you that are supposed to be leading the way, not supporting this.
Rufai.
Yes, sir.
Rufai, I am not supporting that evil. I'm putting you through the circumstances.
There's no circumstance. Evil is evil. Evil is evil. There's no circumstance, sir. What you should be saying is kudos to those that discipline. The NJC. Yeah. That's what you should be saying. You should be commending the NJC. There's no circumstance. If you are trying to put circumstance in place, they are trying to ask for a rigor, which is not good. People like you should collectively condemn evil in society, and these are the elders, like Epayo, Adebanjo, and the likes that you cited. These are the things they will condemn, they will strongly support the NJC for. We all say the National Judicial Council does not do its job. Today they are doing their job. Now you are trying to berate them. What are we supporting in this society? So can you commend the NJC for their job now, sir?
Yes.
You commend the NJC on this action?
You seem to misunderstand me.
Right. You commend the NJC? Would you like to commend the NJC for their actions against these judges? This judge in question?
I did.
Can you commend them again?
I hold them in very high esteem.
Can you commend the NJC again?
Commend them?
The NJC.
Look, Rufai, Imo State became... Rufai, hold on. Imo State became a victim. Go back to your state and find out how many judges have affected their ages.
So does
you know why?
So does that justify? Because everybody has been doing it. They caught the person that did it. So does that justify that other people are doing it?
No.
You are supporting corruption, sir. You are supporting evil.
So we're on the same plane. Good. I'm not. No. I take exception to being referred to as supporting corruption. No. Rufai, let's not deceive ourselves. It's like when they go to the police, they say, police ask me to bring money for bail. And you forget that when you go to court, you have to perfect the bail conditions.
All right, sir. Okay, Mr. Njemanze, we have to go now. I'm so sorry. We have to go now. Yes. We are out of time. But thank you so much for your time with us this morning. And hopefully we get to have this conversation in more detail later on. Thank you so much. Thank you.